Well, I'm not a PhD professor. I have a master's in mathematics. So I would say my specialty is teaching, preparatory classes, like classes all the way up through trigonometry, Math 117, so I teach. To get to work. They should expect to start taking notes on day one. I don't teach kids, I teach adults. And I have a perspective that I'm teaching a group of adults that are here for a purpose of learning. What I love about math is the objectivity of it. There is no subjectivity. Every now and then, you give partial credit based on the amount of work demonstrated. That's the only aspect of subjectivity. But there are math rules. They're like the tools of a carpenter. A screwdriver is used for a certain task. You don't get a hammer if you need a screwdriver. And so mathematics is all about knowing the tools, so to speak, that are in your toolbox and learning how to use them properly. And that's what I, love about mathematics. You don't have. Okay, so I did not go to WKU undergraduate. I got my master's degree here at WKU. So I actually was taught by many of my colleagues. That's why I love this department, because they were great professors for me. My experience, I was already married. I already had 3 children, under 4. No, 4 and under would be true. And then during the 2 years of getting my master's, I had my 4th child in the 2nd year. And so it was a very huge whirlwind for me. However, the mathematics of it was also quite shocking because, when you get your, if you get a major in mathematics, the type of math you do is, in my opinion, more computational. If you don't know much about math, it's more kind of like the algebra side of math, trigonometry, calculus, and then you get into the master's program, and it's what I would say much more theory-oriented and theory-based, and it was a shock. But I think the professors expect for you to be shocked, and so, they look very great, but it's very different. The master's level of math is not what you do when you are teaching, for the most part. Go for it. If you find that you, and math in college or university is very different from mathematics in high school. If you find that you hit a roadblock, for example, I just want to encourage you to think of that as, you've really just identified a pothole in your foundation, and you pause, figure out what you are missing, and fill the pothole so your foundation's solid. But don't give up just because it's difficult. It doesn't mean you're not able to do it. It just means you probably have a pothole in your background or in your foundation, and a professor is happy to help you fix it. So if you have if you have a natural tendency towards mathematical things, don't be afraid if it gets difficult. Push through. It's worth it. My name is Billinsley. I'm an instructor at WKU Mathematics Department. I started adjunct with WKU teaching at the Glasgow campus in fall of 2000. Then I was formally hired as a full-time instructor in 2010, I believe, with the math department at South Campus. Since then, the WKU whole world has changed, and I guess the last 5 years I've been in the actual WKU Mathematics Department, but I've been under WKU's umbrella for 23 years. Okay, so this semester I have Math 116E, so that's college algebra. That's the college algebra that prepares for trigonometry. I have a Math 115E, that's applications-based college algebra, which is the college algebra that a lot of the nursing students are taking now, agriculture majors, things like that. And then I have a Math 117, which is trigonometry. So I have 3 classes this semester. My 116E and my 115E have an associated co-requisite Math 105 course, which is for filling the potholes for the students that aren't prepared. So I really have 5 different type of preps, but formally 3 classes. Next semester I have 115, 115E, and 116E, and the E courses have that side of 105 class. No trigonometry next semester. I miss it.